Joe Nemechek and Jeff Gordon.
That's when you say it's not rubbing no more. You know why? There's no more air in it.
That's right.
Well, Spencer had a run on the low side of Jeff Gordon's Chevy. And here comes Harvick down low on Spencer.
In the 29 car right there, right almost below the white line on the front straightaway.
This is one of the few tracks where you can do that and still talk about it the next lap.
Yeah, actually, you can pass pretty easily down there. It's real flat, and the transition from the apron up onto the track doesn't upset the car. Well, they just do a pre-race show.
The hometown hero is Kurt Busch, Las Vegas native, and he's trying to hold off Jeff Gordon for 13th place.
Just an update, they must have found what was leaking on Ricky Craven's 32 car. He is there. He's back out on the racetrack, but he's a bunch of laps down, just trying to make laps and finish the race today.
I know he's disappointed because he had such a great run last week, and I really thought he had a good car for today. That's unfortunate to get in trouble like that early on.
15th place battle, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Chevrolet inside.
Bill's been moving up, you know, pretty well. He's run the high line and seen him get around several cars running up on the outside. And he's making tracks are like golf courses. Some golf courses don't accommodate the way you play. Some tracks don't accommodate the way you drive.
Kevin Harvick, Jeff Gordon, Bobby Hamilton, Ken Schrader, Robert Presley, and Ricky Rudd come down the pit road. Nemechek's in, Kenny Wallace, Jimmy Spencer, and Jerry Nadeau all making pit stops. Stacy Compton will get a penalty for too fast down pit road. Jeff Gordon stopped.
I wish these cars had one of the little buttons on them, Larry, like an Indy car has, so you could hold that button down and it wouldn't exceed 45 miles an hour. Indy cars have that, and they hear them go down pit road, popping.
And Jeff Gordon moves past Steve Park, as Bobby Labonte did 2 laps ago. Now this will change 10th place. Stacy Compton.
You got a lot of people watching out for you. You got to listen to what they're telling you.
Jeff Gordon is in. Steve is there.
Boy, Casey Atwood had her.
And on the 24 DW, they're going to take 1 round out of the right rear. That's the adjustment of the 24. 4 tires. Todd Gant on the front tires. Shane Church on the rear tires. Chris Anderson is the jack man. Jeff Craven putting in the gasoline. They've made the chassis adjustment to the 24. Now going to the left side tires. Left side tires on. Good stop for Jeff Gordon. Let's go to Matt Yoakum. Johnny Benson slide.
Racing back there in the pack.
There were 3 wide in the middle of the backstretch and then got things sorted out.
This is Jeff Gordon in the 24 car going for 6 right there underneath Dale Jarrett. He's not really been in the picture, but he's done worked his way here, fighting for 6th position.
What a race for the rookies. Kurt Busch in 5th, and Casey Atwood battling in that lead pack with Jason Leffler.
Whoa, look at Leffler in 01. Look at his hands. He's fighting that thing all the way off the board.
Like I said, what a race for the rookies.
That's right. They should have poor Robert Presley back there. He's going to the back.
Poor Ricky Rudd in the 28 car. He's been trying to make that lap up for 100 and something laps.
He's on pit road. He is in pain. He apparently has injured his knee on this pit stop.
Here comes Jeff Gordon. Made a big leap on that last pit stop. I question, did he change 4 tires? They did change 4 tires in 14 seconds. And here's the other battle. This is for 7.
Yeah, and just think about Jeff Gordon, guys. He's a no-bull driver. Somebody's got $1 million riding with him. And it's funny how the cream always seems to rise to the top, you know, right at the end of the day, right when you least expect it.
How many times over Jeff Gordon's career have we not even pictured him in the race, and all of a sudden we get down to 50 to go, he's there.
That's old Sneaky Pete, isn't it? He just slides right in there.
Still 80 laps to go now. Don't give this one away just yet.
Well, I'm not saying certainly he's got to get to the lead, but where did he come from?
Furr. Tony Furr's got 1 more week to stay at home from that rule infraction at Daytona. Gordon Gibbs is the acting crew chief, had to make that call a while ago for 2 tires.
Tell you what, Ricky Rudd's the hardest working man in show business today, as he's back on the lead lap just barely, and Sterling Marlin, number 40, is right there to challenge for the lead.
I think the bigger story is that cat there in the back of the picture, that 24 car. Where did he come from? And when he gets that close to the front this late in the race, look out, folks.
Especially when there's $1 million.
And he's working on $1 million. And don't think he ain't considered that.
Here's where the Noble 5 drivers are running. Gordon and Skinner is on his way.
I'm telling you, this race is going to come down to pit strategy and who comes in when, and whether they put on 2 tires, gas and go. It's going to be really, really crucial here as we get down to the end of this race. Who is holding, they think, the pat hand, and who's going to blink first.
I told you to be planning the pit strategy. I said, come on, it's time to plan. Come on, man, talk to me.
I'll let you know when it gets close to time, D.
But I need to know now what I got to start to anticipate what I got to do.
Staying on that gas.
All right. I'm up on the wheel. I've given her all I got right now.
Marlin and Gordon in second and third. Watch Ricky Rudd battle to get a lap back from race leader Jerry Nadeau. 70 laps to go. Pit stop. That final stop could come in as early as 10 laps. Or here's how it happened.
Whoa. I think that 28 car is just worrying that 25 car to death. And, of course, look who slips in there with him.
Jeff Gordon, part of this lead picture. Well, folks, let's take a minute and get you to exercise that volume control hand. Crank it up a little bit. Let's listen to these cars rumble around Las Vegas.
Talk about tape on the grill. This is a 24 car who's been working to the front all day long. Now he's sitting there in second place. Look there, the black tape that's been added right there. Robbie Loomis and them, cooler temperatures. They decided, hey, we're running a little cool. We put some tape on the front of this thing. It'll run faster down the front straightaway. It reduces the drag. The air flows through the radiator opening. Puts more front downforce in that thing. Yeah, they added that on a pit stop.
Normally it has some of that bottom even open down there on a hot day, which lets a lot of air in there, and that's a lot of lift. Slows the cars down.
Bobby Labonte way off pace, Darrell. Sterling Marlin just went past him, and you're going to see Jeff Gordon close right up on him. Labonte.
Robbie Loomis is Jeff Gordon's crew chief. What are you guys going to do on the next pit stop, and how soon are you going to make that stop?
Well, we don't know. You know, some of these guys are probably going to split up. We're probably going to go for a while and kind of magically figure a way to get some tape on it and still make that motor live all day.
All right. They are having a little bit of a problem with overheating. To Matt.
Todd Parrott is the crew chief for Dale Jarrett. You're currently fourth. What's the call going to be on your final stop?
Probably a little bit of...
Up front, Jeff Gordon closing in on Sterling Marlin, whose last win, July 96 at Daytona, 151 races ago. Jeff Gordon closing up on the lead at 222 laps in Las Vegas. This is NASCAR on Fox. Welcome back to Las Vegas, where Jeff Gordon has taken the lead as Sterling Marlin slithered up the racetrack just a bit.
Yeah, they're going to need time. But he made a good stop. Bill made a good stop, and to get out in front of the leader, so if he catches a caution right now, I mean, he's not going to lose anything.
6 cautions today for 25 laps. We have tied the record for number of leaders, and we have a new record for the number of cautions at 6. 18 lead changes. The record is 25.
And where's all the heroes?
Another little bit of insurance and changing 4 tires. Should we run a little bit and get the caution, you're certainly better off with 4 tires.
Ken Schrader just missed the entry to pit road. Here's Gordon, and a look at his speed on track. Here's a tri-oval.
He's still carrying the speed at the end of the straightaway, right there in the center of the corner. Look at the difference in the center of the corner right there. That's the real difference right there between fresh tires and old tires.
But did you see 187 miles an hour into turn 1? I mean, that's a couple of miles an hour faster than we've seen all day. So that tells you that he's picked up the pace.
Ricky Rudd in the pit lane along with Casey Atwood and Ward Burton. This time Schrader makes it onto pit road along with Joe. And the leaders on pit road. Jeff Gordon comes in along with Jason Leffler, and Mark Martin comes to the pit lane. Dick?
Gordon's crew had discussed putting just 2 tires on it, but they saw everybody else firing for it, and they too are going to fire for. Oh, and the number 8 car just threw the catch can off the back end. Gordon slides to a stop in his pit. Boy, he came in here hard. Chris Anderson, the big man, on the jack. So far, so good on this pit stop. This is the most important pit stop of the day. They get it right. They could win the race. They blow it. It's over. So far, so good. Boom! Gordon's down. Less than 15.
Mark Martin is drawn to that inside leader, Kenseth, and look, these are the drivers who will be the leader.
Dale Jarrett had an incredible stop. He would come in behind Gordon, went out in front of him, and of course they're going to be the leaders here in a minute. They got 4 tires. That's your race. Sterling Marlin is right there, looming in the back. I don't know if he's got enough to pull up there to him or not to.
For the lead. Not in the race at the moment, but when Kenseth and Sadler stop, this could be a defining moment of this race.
On the outside off turn 2, he's going to beat him down in the corner. Bobby Labonte there in the 18 car. Jeff Gordon takes the position.
You ride with Dale Jarrett around Bobby Labonte. Jeff Gordon is a huge Formula One fan and especially notes the driving tactic of Michael Schumacher. And what made Schumacher world champion last year in large part is he is the fastest into and out of the pits. And that was not lost on Jeff Gordon. He did a great job getting in and out. And maybe the leader when we come back to Las Vegas right after this.
Go on, take money and run.
Clanton, Alabama's Rodney Mims is amongst those fans cheering on Jeff Gordon, who's in second place. This will move Jeff Gordon into the lead as Elliott Sadler had also made a pit stop.
And he only takes 2 tires, which again, 25 laps into this thing.
Yeah.
You know, taking 4, he's going to be a lap down. Let's go roll the dice and see what we can come up with here as far as our finish.
Yeah, well, he's got the least amount of laps to run, so he can get by with 2 tires a little easier than some of the other guys can. So that's not a bad call on his part.
These young drivers are pretty good at spelling the big money. Jeff Burton has hit that No Bull prize a couple times. Jeff Gordon has won it 3 times, twice in 1998, Indy and Charlotte, and then 99 at Daytona.
Man, I'd like to have been in a race one time and paid $1 million. I never was in one. I won Daytona in '89 and I paid $175,000 at the time. Let's go around the racetrack one time. I've been saying I'm getting kind of bored. I want to drive my car. Let's go down into, let's see, where are we here, guys? Coming to start-finish line, here we go. Swing her out next to the wall, drive off down into turn 1 at 185 mile an hour. Get that left front wheel right down on that white line, back in the gas. Track's a little slick now, pushing off. Right out next to that wall, oh man, off of turn 2. Gonna go down the back straightaway. I smell Jeff Gordon up there. I see him up there, driving the corner. Whoa, I drove in a real, oh man, good. I got down in there good. I'm on that white line, I'm back in the gas. Coming up off turn 4, here I come. Whoa, man, I got close to that wall again. Drive down to the bottom, right on the apron, right at the start line, and man, almost caught him.
Jeff, when he was driving with you as crew chief on Hornaday in the green 14. Well, Jeff Gordon is coming up on a little bit of traffic. Robert Presley's been on the lead lap all day. He's the 16th place car. Now Dale Jarrett has a car between himself and Jeff Gordon.
Hooked up.
That's because they're cooling you.
Nice cool air blowing in there on the driver.
Jeff Gordon, 1.4 seconds ahead of Dale Jarrett. Sterling Marlin, it's Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Pontiac. Johnny Benson in 4th.
We showed our No Bull 5 fans there. Jeff Gordon is the only one of the No Bull 5 that's left on the lead lap right now, here with just a handful of laps to go.
There's the interval back to Dale Jarrett. Now you see the gap. Gordon at 0. He's the race leader, and you see how the gap changes in real time between he and Dale Jarrett on our Fox tracks.
Where it really made a change was off the corner. Dale Jarrett, we heard him say, he's pushing, he's tight. He can't stay in the throttle off the corner. Jeff Gordon can. He accelerates down the straightaway faster. See, right here, it closes up. Dale Jarrett's driving in deeper. Right here, it starts to really spread out. It carries all the way down that straightaway.
Now let's convert that to miles per hour. Speed at the end of the straightaway and through the middle of the corner.
I just think the cooler temperatures, as well as everybody trying harder right now, it's come down to the close. The speeds are up over what we saw earlier. A couple mile an hour into 3 and about 3 or 4 mile an hour into turn 1. So they're driving in harder and getting around the track quicker.
Now that was very telling, Darrell, because Jeff Gordon's slowest speed in the middle of the corner, 142. Dale Jarrett's 139.
If you just think back earlier today, you were talking about the only cars under 34 seconds. Look what they're running now. They're running 33.5 seconds, 33.5. So that's how much they stepped up the pace here when the big money's on the line.
That last lap, 18 drivers ran laps under 34 seconds that last lap. Let's show you speeds at the line as of 1 lap ago. And who is quickest? Excuse me, as of right now, is who is quickest on the lap just completed. Johnny Benson, class of the field right this instant. 1.5 seconds behind Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon's going to have to hit some pretty heavy lap traffic, and he's got some in front of him. But right now, that spotter's all over the top of this grandstand making deals. Let my driver get by you.
Yeah, it's tense right now. Even though Jeff Gordon's car is running well and he's making good time around the racetrack, buddy, when it gets down these closing laps, you don't want to make any mistakes. This one, you don't want to beat yourself.
In this race, we're contending for the lead. Jeff Gordon trying to hit the big casino here in Las Vegas and bank $1 million plus $1 million for Rodney Mims, who will suddenly have a lot of new friends down in Clanton, Alabama.
And how many sports do you know of? How many sports can you think of where you can win $1 million on one Sunday afternoon?
As a fan.
And stand on the building down there. As a fan down there in the pits, give me a break. These guys, they race for $1 million every week.
Yeah, some of us have to work a whole season. Lots of seasons.
I have to work a lot of seasons.
Right.
You know, you look at the 24 car. This team has just got stronger and stronger and stronger. Robbie Lewis went over there last year as the crew chief. They struggled, but you watched them in the last year. They kept coming, and it looks like right here, they're just about 3 laps to go for their first win of the season and show that, hey, we're here. We mean business.
Gordon's last win was at Richmond in September, 12 races ago. Maybe it's the flames, Darrell.
I think the flames are working today, boys. His car is red hot, and the rest of them ain't diddly squat.
Here to go, buddy. Here to go. Nice and smooth, buddy.
Now that's Ron Thiel, former Busch North Series driver, who is Jeff Gordon's race day spotter.
Boy, there's nothing any better. There's no greater sound than say you're pulling away, 10 to go, 5 to go, 3 to go, counting them down. No pressure from behind. Man, you want to hear all of that.
Remember, Gordon started back in 24th position.
Yes, he did. We didn't talk much about him early in the race. Matter of fact, most of the guys we talked about early in the race have kind of faded, but he's come on. White flag.
Bobby Labonte, bit of smoke as he comes around. He will complete this race.
Jeff Gordon's got 1 3/4 second lead. Dave Blaney in 93 in front of him. He just needs to ride there. They keeping him posted what's going on behind him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of lap cars in front of him, but Dale Jarrett still doesn't have a chance to catch him no matter what happens.
Jeff Gordon's winning percentage is going to be about 1 in 5. It's his 260th Winston Cup race, and here comes Jeff Gordon for his 53rd career Winston Cup win.
Hey.
Rodney, what are you going to do with that $1 million, buddy?
Viva Las Vegas! I hit the jackpot, Dad.
It's the first Chevrolet to win here. 3 wins and 3 races in 01.
Look at all the tapes on that grill now, Larry. Then they add some more.
They keep adding it, making it better.
53 wins ties Gordon with Rusty Wallace 8th on the all-time win list. It's Gordon's 37th Super Speedway win.
Oh, Rodney, he's in a little bit of shock right now.
Show me the money. That's what he's saying.
He is Jeff Gordon's new best friend.
That's right. Show me the money.
What a show. Jeff Gordon comes from deep in the pack to win at Las Vegas and break the Winston Cup bank. We'll be right back with NASCAR on Fox.
NASCAR Winston Cup Racing from Las Vegas on Fox is brought to you by Conseco. By Labor Ready, dependable temporary labor guaranteed. By Napa Auto Parts. Napa, we keep America running. And by Coca-Cola. Enjoy.
There was a Dodge Intrepid pace car leading Jeff Gordon. But you see this armored truck? This should say Loomis, Gordon and Company. I hope that's not $1 million flying out of the back of that truck as he goes toward victory lane.
Pennies from heaven right there.
Jeff Gordon's the winner. Chevy congratulates Jeff and the number 24 Monte Carlo on their big win today. And as he'll tell you, the only thing that comes close to Monte Carlo's reputation on the track is its reputation on the street. Monte Carlo, more champions depend on Chevy, will be there.
Now that guy better take that $1 million and get out of town with it. You sure don't want to leave it here. And it's easy to do.
A prayer in victory lane with Jeff Gordon. And now, off comes that flame-painted helmet.
Yes, sir. Got them flames even on that helmet. My flames are good. I've always known that.
Oh, they were today. Chevy wins, Ford second, Dodge third, Pontiac fourth. Parity, they call that.
Yeah, but
he already had a Noble 5 hat. He had it in the car with him.
I'm working on it.
it's 3 Chevrolet wins.
Where's my lovely wife?
They shut everybody else out.
There's Brooke. Congratulate Jeff. Now gets unhooked. And there's what $1 million looks like. Somewhere in the midst of that is Steve Burns.
I think we're down here, Mike. Jeff Gordon talking to Jeff. $1 million. Congratulations. How'd you win this race?
We're back. Woo! Man, that was awesome. What a day. I don't know. We just never gave up. I guess the car was real tight at the beginning. I think the track maybe came to us because these guys loosened the car up. Just great communication. We never got frustrated. Man, I'm so excited about getting this new DuPont Flame Pepsi car into victory lane. It's awesome.
Well, DW likes the Flames. The young man you won the $1 million for is about to have a heart attack. I don't know about you.
I tell you what, I want to thank Winston for all that they do for our sport. I mean, to give $1 million to us drivers, hey, we don't need it, but to give a guy like this, $1 million, man. Are you excited?
Thanks a lot, man.
I bet the first half of the race he didn't think I had a chance.
All right, great way to go, guys. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Well, Steve, Dale Jarrett almost picked up some big money, setting himself up now for a run in Charlotte for the Noble 5. DJ, what happened over that last run? Did your car get tight?
Yeah, I've just been...
Thanks, Dick. 10th time in 16 runnings of the Noble 5 that the bonus has been won, and the 5th time that Gordon has banked a Winston million. Look at Jeff Gordon has won the Noble 5, and the $1 million bonus broke the bank here at Las Vegas. We'll be right back with more NASCAR on Fox. Fireworks in the air here some 10 miles north of the Las Vegas Strip, celebrating Jeff Gordon's breaking of the bank here in Las Vegas. All right, what's the modern era record number of consecutive different winners?
I believe it's 11.
Larry?
I was going to say 10 or 11.
I was going to say 14 until I saw 11 come up on the screen. Good job, Darrell. 1985 and 86. Let's meet the highest finishing rookie of the race.
Yes, I'm with Kevin Harvick, rookie on the move in more ways.
Mike Joy.
Thanks, Dick. It's quite a progress for that team. And here is Jeff Gordon, our winner, celebrating with and our Winston Cup points. Sterling Marlin goes to the point lead. Jeff Gordon to second. Michael.
But in the end, Jeff Gordon, who took over on lap 248 and led for 33 laps to win his 53rd Winston Cup title, holding off over the last few laps to capture the checkered flag. The $1 million bonus, not only for him and his crew, but also for a lucky fan from Alabama, Rodney Mims, cashing in. And for Jeff Gordon, in a city like Las Vegas, Jeff Hammond, kind of like the guy who starts out his first night at the tables and gets down in a hurry. He's in a lot of trouble. He started 24th, but he was very patient. He didn't panic, and in the end, he cashed in on $1 million.
Well, what you saw right there, Chris, was a veteran racer coming right through, because Robbie Loomis has got a lot of experience. Jeff Gordon, he knows how to win. So you take those two guys, combine them together, and they realize this is a long race. They kept working on their race car, and in the end, here they come.
All right, and a record, no bowl 5 for Jeff Gordon. The 4th time he's cashed in on $1 million. He's batting .500. He's been in this thing for 8 times. Let's get out with Steve Burns, who is standing by with the lucky fan, who's a very rich fan. Steve?
Yeah, and that's Rodney Mims from Clanton, Alabama. Rodney, the big question of the day is, how do you spend $1 million?
I don't know where to start.
You want some help?
I can figure it out.
You have no idea of how to spend $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to live it up in Las Vegas for a little while.
That's the short term. How about long term?
I'm going to invest it. Start my own business, probably.
All right, smart man. Let's go to Jeannie's Alaska.
Strong, and at the end of the day, we had Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, and Pontiac in the top 4 positions.
Right, but remember, only Chevrolet has been in the winner's circle with all 3 races so far this year. Let's go back down to Chris Myers.
And our lineup tonight on Fox, stay right here. Homer goes on a hunger strike, an all-new episode of The Simpsons. Will Reese's new talent be a recipe for disaster? An all-new Malcolm, plus it's the series premiere of The Lone Gunman. It all starts with an all-new Futurama and King of the Hill. Next, except on the West Coast, Jeff Gordon, King of the Hill, here in Las Vegas, as more than 125,000 fans packing the Las Vegas Speedway to watch Jeff Gordon cash in with $1 million bonus and help a fan with $1 million as well. There's later in the race. It really was awesome as we watched Jeff Gordon win his first race of this young season. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishing in disappointment. Chevy has won the first 3 Winston Cup races this year.